Alex Cole-Hamilton.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. A year ago, the Scottish Government published its waiting times plan. It said that nothing that had happened before should count against its record now, and this Parliament swallowed that. Since then, accident and emergency targets have been missed every week. All summer, they were worse than last year. There are more young people waiting over a year for mental health treatment. We've seen the worst ever performance against the treatment time guarantee. And we learned this week of a patient waiting 4 years for dental surgery. This is causing people pain, it's causing people anxiety and suffering. Will the First Minister take this opportunity to apologise to them?
First Minister.
Well, our NHS is seeing and treating more patients than ever before. If you take accident and emergency, for example, this year over 1.5 million patients have been treated within the 4-hour target, which is the highest in any year since 2012. We're seeing more cancer patients treated within the targets, and of course our investment in the waiting times improvement plan is helping to ensure that the investments are in the right places to see waiting times continue to come down. Demand is rising in our NHS, which is why we are building the capacity to meet that additional demand. And while, of course, there remain challenges, big challenges for our National Health Service, not least at the front line in our accident and emergency units, Scotland's core A&E services performance was 10.5 percentage points higher than A&E units in England and 17.6 percentage points higher than in Wales. So there are big challenges for everybody's NHS, but I think the evidence suggests that this government is making the investments and taking the actions that are right for patients across the country.
Alex Cole-Hamilton.
I'm sure that the comparison with other nations is cold comfort to people waiting, and these people are still waiting. In fact, the one single cancer target the government was actually meeting before the recovery plan, it isn't meeting anymore. The reason these people aren't being seen is that there is nobody there to see them. In mental health, psychiatry vacancies hit crisis levels this week. And the workforce plan has been delayed yet again by this government. It's nearly a year late. When will we see it? When will A&E targets start to be met? When will mental health targets start to be met? On World Mental Health Day, is the First Minister really going to tell these patients to sit back, shut up and wait another year?
First Minister.
No, I would never tell anybody to do that. I should of course welcomed Alex Cole-Hamilton to his place for First Minister's questions covering for Willie Rennie, who's on holiday. But can I say, in terms, Alex Cole-Hamilton has mentioned a number of services in the health service. He mentioned psychiatrist vacancies. Can I point out to him that the number of CAMHS psychiatrists, since we put additional funding into place, has increased by 15%. Our accident and emergency departments are performing better than any others in the UK, and we're investing to make sure that across our National Health Service we're building the capacity to meet the increased demand. Cancer has been mentioned as well. We are seeing more cancer patients within the target times than previously. So we will continue to make these investments so that we have a health service that is delivering the excellent treatment for patients that the vast majority of patients across the country already consider that our National Health Service is delivering.